It's not often you get to say A24 and PG-rated family movie in the same sentence, but The Legend of Ochi exists, and it's just as surreal and heartfelt as you'd hope. I caught it early through Cinemark's secret movie series, and let me tell you, this thing gave me major Wes Anderson meets 80s fantasy adventure vibes in the best way possible.
You'll be torn apart. They can't be our pets.
He's my friend.
Yuri! I'm coming for you!
Stay close by my side. I can talk to you! I'm not asking you to understand.
Yuri, we're your family!
Just trust me.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about The Legend of Ochi. Directed by Isaiah Saxon, who's best known for his work in music videos and animation, The Legend of Ochi marks a really ambitious and visually rich debut in feature filmmaking. And honestly, it's kind of amazing that A24 backed something this strange, this sweet, and this accessible. Like, this is a PG-rated fantasy adventure from a studio known for horror, trauma, and slow burn indie dramas. It's refreshing, and while it's clearly aimed at families, it never talks down to its audience. Instead, it embraces a magical, melancholy tone that's more in line with something like The Never-Ending Story or The Dark Crystal, with a little bit of Wes Anderson weirdness thrown in for good measure. Before we dive deeper, if you enjoy these early reviews and want more A24 coverage, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel even further, check out my Patreon. For just $1 a month, you can support me directly, and for $5 a month, you can request a review. Link is in the description below. The film follows a young girl named Yuri who's been raised by her father to fear the forest-dwelling creatures known as the Ochi. But everything changes when she finds a baby Ochi separated from its pack. Driven by empathy, she sets out on a dangerous journey through mysterious and often perilous terrain to help reunite the creature with its family. Along the way, she faces unexpected challenges and discovers powerful lessons about bravery, friendship, and the connection between people and nature. Let's start with the story. Yes, it follows a similar structure. Kid meets strange creature, goes on a journey, learns life lessons, but the way it's told gives it its own identity. What stood out to me is how deeply it commits to its tone. It's gentle but not boring, whimsical but not overly cutesy, and when things get intense or even a little scary, the movie doesn't shy away from those moments. There's a genuine emotional arc here, and I found myself really invested in Yuri's journey. The bond between her and the baby Ochi is the heart of the movie, and it's so well executed. It's almost wordless, mostly built on physical interaction and visual storytelling. That makes it even more powerful. The Ochi are mysterious and a little creepy at first, which plays into the film's theme of inherited fear and prejudice. Yuri has to unlearn what she's been taught, and that theme is communicated beautifully through her connection with this creature. The movie also doesn't skimp on the weirdness, which I appreciated. There are some surreal oddball sequences, strange sound design choices, and a lot of visual storytelling. It almost plays like a fable or a storybook brought to life, but filtered through an indie lens. It's definitely not going to work for everyone, especially if you're expecting a more conventional kids movie, but for me, the idiosyncrasies gave it character. Now performances. Helena Zengel is the heart and soul of this thing. If you've never seen her before, this is a great intro. She plays Yuri with such a unique energy, kind of awkward and intense, but also curious and kind. You totally buy her emotional journey, and she really sells the more offbeat elements of the story. Willem Dafoe is of course fantastic. He can go from hilarious to deeply unsettling in the span of a sentence, and that's exactly the kind of energy this film thrives on. His character walks the line between villain and cautionary tale, and he also gets to be part of the film's message about generational fear. Plus, he's just fun to watch. Emily Watson brings a lot of grace to her role, grounding some of the film's more out-there moments with a calm maternal presence. Her scenes add a quiet wisdom to the story that I really appreciated. And the creature work, wow. The Ochi are straight up adorable, but what blew my mind is how tactile they are. The fact that most of the Ochi effects are done practical with puppetry, animatronics, and suits gives the whole film this handmade, earthy vibe that you just don't get with CGI. It's kind of Jim Henson meets nature documentary. The main baby Ochi is instantly lovable, and I never stopped rooting for it. Visually, the film is a stunner. The landscapes are unreal. You get these sweeping vistas, lush forests, sprawling meadows, misty mountaintops. It's just gorgeous. I have no idea where it was filmed, but it looks like a fantasy world that exists just barely removed from reality. It really gives the movie that grounded but magical atmosphere that makes the adventure feel both intimate and epic. And the cinematography makes full use of it, often lingering in wide shots that give you time to soak in the beauty. The score is another standout. It's playful when it needs to be, haunting when things get darker, and really sets the tone for the film. There's something very offbeat and ethereal about it, like the kind of music you'd expect in a children's storybook that suddenly turns dark. It really sticks with you. My one real issue here is that Finn Wolfhard's character doesn't get much to do. He plays a key role at one point in the story, but after that he kind of fades into the background. It felt like a missed opportunity, especially with someone as talented and recognizable as Finn. A little more depth or involvement from his character would have gone a long way. Overall, The Legend of Ochi is a beautiful little film, one that's imaginative, heartfelt, and just weird enough to be special. It might fly under the radar, but if you're into fantasy adventures with a lot of charm and some old school creature magic, I highly recommend checking it out. It's a rare PG-rated A24 film that still manages to feel bold and unique, and I'm giving The Legend of Ochi a 4 out of 5. Let me know what you think of The Legend of Ochi in the comments. Did it work for you, or was it a little too weird? And if you saw it early through Cinemark's secret movie series, I'm curious what you thought. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future reviews. If you want to support the channel even further, check out my Patreon. Just $1 a month to support and $5 to request a review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.